Welcome back, everybody. It is October 15th, 2018, 10:01 p.m. Sorry about my voice here. I'm a little congested. We're still getting used to our new work schedule. It's been messing with our sleep, so we have these little sinus issues going on. So if I sound a little monotone, that's why. Body feels fine, so I'm good to go. Just trying to clear it out of our sinus passages. Me and Caroline are dealing with the same exact thing. But what do you know? Anyway, guys, sorry about not posting for a few days. Like I said, our work schedule kind of leaves us a solid 3 days to post videos on a regular basis. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's a little bit harder for us because we get out of work at like 5, 6 in the morning. And you know how it goes. You get very tired after that. But anyway, on with the information. We are going to talk about a little bit of the aftermath of Hurricane Michael. We're going to talk about Tropical Storm Tara, which is actually in the Pacific by the coast of Mexico right now. Not exactly sure where this thing is going to go or what it's going to do. It looks like it's going to kind of get hung up in this area and not do much. My main concerns with these storms, obviously, is Hawaii. And then, of course, if they come up north by the Baja, then we have to worry about areas of South Carolina or California, sorry. I've called the Carolinas California, and I've called California the Carolinas. Unreal. Anyway, so yes, our main concerns with storms like this is obviously the Arizona, Nevada, Southern California area when it reaches the Baja, or if this thing wants to track west, then we got to keep an eye on Hawaii. But it looks like this thing is going to kind of just jiggle around in this area for a while. Other than that, down in the South Caribbean, we have a 30% chance of cyclone formation over 5 days. As you can see, a lot of these charts have this thing hooking underneath Cancun, Mexico, right into the land of Mexico. So as of right now, it may not look like much, like it's going to come up into the Caribbean and affect the Gulf, but still definitely worth watching. Now, take a look at this, guys. We are dealing with a pretty decent cold front that is covering the U.S. This is a giant dip in the jet stream. The reason you're seeing these blues is because the jet stream dip comes this way, and then it comes right up here, which is why we still have semi-mild temperatures in the Northeast, at least for another 24 hours. After that, you're going to see this front move right over the Northeast, so we're going to get some cold nights. Sorry about the sinuses, guys. Just please bear with me for a couple days. I'm knocking it out of me. The southern east states are still pretty mild. Florida, at least they have some decent weather to help with the cleanup, which is pretty devastating, guys. We're going to get into that now. As of right now, I believe there have been 19 confirmed deaths when this thing hit at a Cat 4, 154 miles an hour. That will rise. There are a lot of people missing still, and that's the issue. Every day that passes that people are missing, the chance of finding them alive and well is dropping dramatically, which is very unfortunate. Michael was a historical storm, top 3 ever in U.S. history, and probably the strongest storm to ever hit the Panhandle since the 1850s when we started recording hurricanes. So with that said, guys, we had a very, very groundbreaking hurricane, to say the least. Michael devastated parts of Florida, guys. There's a lot going on here, a lot of money that needs to be spent. I have not dug into the stats about damage estimates or anything like that. That will come in the next couple days. Like I said, we just finished our work week, so I'm going to be playing a lot of catch-up with you. But you can see here this deep freeze. All these blues here are very, very cold weather. Anytime you get close to those Great Lakes, guys, you can get lake effect snow very easily on the east side of any of these lakes. We're going to be talking about Buffalo and Watertown again. Remember last year with all those nor'easters we had? We're moving into that territory, guys. But don't forget, hurricane season does not officially end, according to theory, till November 30th. We've seen hurricanes after that. We've seen them before the start on June 1st. We've seen them in April. So we're still going to be dealing with the hurricane situation as we're dealing with cold fronts and possibly winter storms at the same time. Talk about the weather changing. It's unbelievable. Quick look at the Atlantic and our disturbances. Here's the only disturbance right now, which is a good thing, 40% chance. Sorry, I think I said 50. 40% chance over 5 days, but it does look like it's going to go right into the land here. hopefully be a nothing burger. We don't know yet. And then on the other side, we got a little more action going on. We have Tara, which we just spoke about, which may just spin around in this area. We got another invest here, 20% chance over 5 days. Just got to keep an eye on that. And then this guy right here, Disturbance 2, 80% chance over 5 days. More than likely will form into a cyclone. But if the atmospheric conditions that are causing Tara to kind of just loop around here, hopefully this thing stays close enough behind Tara to where it can get in that same situation and not be effect to Hawaii or the southern states of the U.S. or even Mexico for that reason. We don't want to see anyone in a situation where they are in danger. So moving on, let's see. We'll do tropical tidbits in a minute. I want to update you guys on the earthquake that happened that caused a tsunami in Indonesia. They are estimating at this point 2,000 people are dead. There are over 700 missing. This was back on September 28th with that tsunami. Let me actually back out of here and find the actual area. If you guys remember where this was, it was right here. And the main reason that this was such a big deal is because the tsunami came into this area and had nowhere else to go but to devastate this part of Indonesia. So let me just make sure that was the right spot, because there's a couple familiar areas here that can get you a little mixed up. Yeah, this is it. The earthquake was right up in this area, I believe. It was that big 7.5, 7.8 that they dropped down, caused the tsunami to come down this way and just totally decimated this area. So like I said, 2,000 dead, 700 missing. That was September 28th. And then just over last night, we had a 7.0 in Papua New Guinea with a lot of strong aftershocks. Look at some of these. New Caledonia, fairly close to what we're talking about here. Basically, the Ring of Fire is still going crazy. You can see this is the 7-day magnitude 4.5 and higher. So over the last 7 days, the Ring of Fire has been just totally unleashing earthquakes. And if you guys notice, the west side of the U.S. has not seen any of these, and that's weird. It's almost as if it's like we're waiting for that big one to come. I mean, that's what I see when I look at this. I'm not trying to tell anyone there's a big earthquake coming. Not that I'm not into that stuff, but I don't know enough about it to really understand why all these areas get hit so hard, but then yet we get these minor earthquakes along California. It's almost like it's very much overdue for a big event. We just got to wait and see. God willing, hopefully not. That's all we want to know, is just we do not want that to happen. After everything that's going on in this country between politics and the infighting and the racial stuff going on, the last thing we need is a major disaster in the U.S. Or maybe that's what we need to bring us all together. You never know, guys. It's a two-sided coin, and you know, it's very hard to just stick to weather when you have opinions on other things. So we're going to stick to weather for today. I just want to keep you guys updated, and I want to touch base and let you guys know everything's okay and we're here. I hope all you guys are okay. Let's just read a little bit about what we see as far as the aftermath of Hurricane Michael. So far, the death toll stands at 19 people after Michael roared ashore Wednesday in Mexico Beach as a Category 4 with 155-mile-per-hour winds and destructive storm surge. Florida Governor Rick Scott said Saturday the damage caused by the storm, incredible and unprecedented. Guys, some of these pictures are unbelievable. It looks like a tornado the size of 2 states just tore through Florida and just destroyed everything. Some of these pictures I was not expecting. I did not think this storm did this much damage. And again, I'm going to get into the stats and the money and all that stuff and what this storm actually did. But look at this. Flipped over jets. Oh, man, you name it. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Just unbelievable stuff. I know they go for the dramatic looks, but you can't deny the damage in the background. I mean, yes, they like getting people in these pictures to give you that dramatic effect, but you never know. This could be these people's houses right here, so you got to feel for them, or anyone in that panhandle area, Mexico Beach, Panama City. Something they haven't seen in over 13 years, and this was much stronger than that. So Trump apparently made a visit Too little, too late. Who knows? That's a whole nother story. I don't get into that stuff, but I just wanted to update you guys on what was going on really quick. And this is the Indonesia update that I just talked about, that quake from the 28th. They're claiming 2,000 lives are missing, a lot of damage. This was a very, very big event, and certainly we'll be hearing about this for a long time. 330,000 people without proper shelters. Imagine that. Almost half a million people with nowhere to go. Okay, that's just dire straits right there. I mean, people got to think about this when they live in America, when there's shelters and there's all these different ways for people to get help and get jobs, job fairs, Social Security, unemployment. A lot of these countries don't have anything like that. They've never even heard those words. So we got to be grateful for what we have. With that said, guys, I just wanted to update you. I hope everyone is having a great, what is it, the weekend? I am losing track of my days, guys. These night shifts, wow, they change your life around, I'm telling you that. But anyway, I hope everybody's well. I'm glad we got to touch base. I will be back tomorrow or later tonight if anything significant happens. Laptop is in hand at all times. Thank you guys so much. We will talk soon. Have a great night. Good night.